shadows closing in, another moonrise, purple light within. I'm a war prize and you're the king, so will the worst of them fall to your ring? Is it 'cause you feel the same? Is it 'cause you feel the same with me? On the other side of the world, where no one can see, you are the war king, ruling the flame, casting the shadows, calling my name. Through fire and fear, you stake your claim, a crown forged in battle, forever to reign. Through the red mist, armies collide, every victory paints the night sky. Purple and gold, the banners unfurl, you are the war king, ruler of the world. What do they whisper in the halls of fate? Your name etched in stone, sealed by the gate. Every step you take, kingdoms quake, the war king rises, let the heavens shake. Is it 'cause you feel the same? When the stars fade out, will they chant your name? A sudden pause, then an explosion of trumpets and heavy drums. You are the war king, ruling the flame, casting the shadows, calling my name. Through fire and fear, you stake your claim, a crown forged in battle, forever to reign.
Trumpets and drums crescendo, adding intensity to each repeated line.
Is it 'cause you feel the same? When the stars fade out, will they chant your name? A sudden pause, then an explosion of trumpets and heavy drums. You are the war king, ruling the flame, casting the shadows, calling my name. Through fire and fear, you stake your claim, a crown forged in battle, forever to reign. Forever to reign.
Trumpets and drums crescendo, adding intensity to each repeated line.
The war king stands, his kingdom unbound. Through endless ages, his voice resounds. shadows closing in, another moonrise, purple light within. I'm a war prize and you're the king, so will the worst of them fall to your ring? you feel the same? Is it 'cause you feel the same with me? On the other side of the world, where no one can see, you are the war king, ruling the flame, casting the shadows, calling my name. Through fire and fear, you stake your claim, a crown forged in battle.
Good morning, everyone. Happy New Year. Here we are on a brand new year, 2026. Just waiting for some people to get in. If they will show up, if nobody, if everybody might have a hangover from New Year's Eve, especially our good friends from Canada and USA. We're back on a new year on this road to 1,400. Pretty positive that we might be able to achieve it during this year. And today we are celebrating 30 days. Hey! Hi, highly educated. Welcome, Happy New Year. Okay, that song, I got it from a site that has free royalty songs. I don't have in. I can't recall it. I need to go to my favorites to figure it out. But if you, yeah, and actually, I need to acknowledge that the author of the music because it was just perfect. I love the music. Hope you like it too. Um, if you send me a message in chess.com, I'll get back to you in messages on chess.com, and I'll give you the music whereabouts. Yeah, I really like it. It's pretty inspiring, and I thought it was as soon as I got across from it, I just fell in love with it, and actually, I should acknowledge the author of the music. So maybe on Monday stream, that's a good idea. On Monday stream, I will acknowledge the author of the music because it's really deserve it. It's really a nice music. So how was your New Year's? You just one day you still on the first, right? I'm already on the second. It's Friday here. Hope you had a good New Year's Eve party. We surely had some fun here, even though I was a bit tired. And today is day 30. Day 30. It completes 1 month of streams and 1 month of this road. And December 31, so last Wednesday, we achieved 2 wins and 1 draw, which was pretty satisfying. Then we lost against our very good friend Coffee Kitchen on this opening that we've been trying to repeat a few variations. I kind of analyzed it. Don't tell anyone. And if he does it today again, yeah, you're on the first still. Ali the Makeda just chilled out, but it was pretty good day. Yeah, yeah. We had kind of a troubling end of the year with lots of stuff happening, especially on the 30th. Uh, and even the 31st, we had kind of a shaky thing with a lot of real life stuff happening. Yeah, but I feel good about these new year. I really feel good about it. Um, Today is kind of cool in here. We would call it here in the Philippines a cold day because right now I think it's only 26 or 27 degrees Celsius, so we call it a cold day. And it's raining outside a bit. It's fresh for us foreigners here. It's fresh, but for them it's kind of cold. No white Christmas here. Uh, it was uh, it was sunny. Yeah, but it went well. So we had a few New Year's resolutions, uh, which is to be healthy, and especially that because as the coach of Sporting CP, the football club in Portugal that I'm a huge fan of, says the main thing is to be healthy. The rest you work on it, and that's basically it. So I was saying that we end up the year and day 29 on a pretty good tone. We achieved our highest rating, 953. Um, will it be possible during this year to reach 1,400? Maybe, maybe not. But yeah, I think it's going to be positive. I think it's going to be positive. It only has to be. Actually, and I was also having some thoughts after having that disastrous day last week. Sometimes you start seeing ghosts, and my ghost was I was having this thought that hey, maybe I'm reaching my plateau. What everybody speaks about when you reach like the a certain rating that you can't surpass it. Uh, Yeah, and when you lose games and you lose games miserably, you just question everything. I think that's maybe normal, and maybe I need to concentrate less on rating and concentrate more on game. Well, there is a bunch of things, but we starting on a positive day. Yesterday's rest and not streaming and not playing was kind of relaxing, and today I feel relaxed. I don't feel much worried. So we'll see what the chess gods have in store for us. And highly indicated, I will send you that link to the music. I'm glad you liked it. Glad you like it. All right. So um, last day we played three times, and this is something that also I wanted to talk about because I don't quite understand it. So last day we had three games, the usual three games, and we played always black. The previous day, which was a disaster, we always played whites, and I was kind in as you can see here, and I was kind of wondering what the heck is going on with the algorithm in chess.com because I had the idea that chess.com alternates, gives you white and blacks, and it's not like three in a row blacks and three in a row whites. Kind of weird. But then again, and here we go, I'm seeing ghosts. Then again, um, and I don't think this was questioned by anyone, and I don't know if the question is reasonable. But if you have a free account on chess.com, if you use like the free account, whether the algorithm is a little bit more harsh to you when picking opponents and when picking sides than if you are a subscribed, a paying viewer, a paying player. I don't know. I don't know. I've seen a lot of shenanigans going on in algorithms, so it's actually unknown. Okay, so much for talking, and let's go to play some chess. That's what we are here for. And let's see what chess gods got in store for us. And let's go to our first game. 15-10 as usual. So let's go at it. And let's see how this year starts. Okay. Yeah, I would be kind of surprised too, but it wouldn't surprise me that much, to be honest. Okay, what is this? What is this? He's blocking his knight from developing. All right, let's develop normally. Was expecting that. I was expecting that. We just develop calmly, as usual. Actually, let's develop this way. And here we got our main development done. I feel that we are in a much better position. We are all developed and ready to castle. He's got his black bishop pretty bad. We're even in time. Okay. Okay, if I take, he takes. If I take, he takes. I take, he takes. I take. Kind of doesn't work. You know, I like to keep my London bishop. So if I take, he takes, I take with the knight, he takes with the knight. This knight cannot take because it's blocked, so I really think that this is the better option to retrieve the bishop. Still, I'm losing a piece because he's forking. I'm expecting maybe that he brings his knight here. To attack my bishop again, which I'm not really scared about. Let's avoid being forked there first. Okay, that's kind of a nothing move, I think. Let's get rid of his bishop. At least for now. He's threatening here. This might be an interesting option. I think this should be an interesting option also. That was a good defense. That was a good defense. Okay, now okay, let's try to get his. Knight out. Let's expand. Okay, he takes the knight. Let's harass his queen. He's gonna give a check here. He doesn't. Okay. Hey, M. Hamalalu, you wanna play after this match? I usually play viewers on the very end of each stream. So yeah, sure, I would like to, but just be a little bit patient. Okay, what is he going to do now to correct the situation? Let's just castle and get your king to safe our king into safety. We're 628 against 9, so we are a bit back in time. I'm thinking about a few next moves that I need to make. I'm preventing him to castle, because if he castles, I'll get his rook. I'm predicting that he's moving his knight there to provoke a knight exchange. But I'm having some other ideas on the attack here. This bishop, his bishop, is kind of lame. Time is even now. I think his best move right now would be here, because for sure I'll be advancing this pawn, then moving my rook. Or his best move right now would be taking this pawn. Although I could check him here. And he's forced to move the king somewhere. If he moves there, I check him again. Our opponent is from Canada. He's a 1028. But he disconnected, so we might get a win in 10 seconds, roughly. Yeah, that's what I say. I'm a highly educated. I play viewers every time they want, but after my three rated games, and then I play viewers unrated. And he abandoned the game. I don't know whether or not we were having an advantage of this game in this game. I really don't know. However, there was some plans here to check him. I think his best move would be there. To move his knight there, threatening to take. And then I would have to make a decision, and I think that I would probably check him in order not to make him unable to castle. And after this, my knight cannot back here and give a second check because his knight is in there. But I would move, or at least leave the knight there for a bit and maybe move here and try to get rid of his bishop. So he was going to bring the bishop back, threatening the knight. Well, if he brings the bishop here back, threatening the knight, same plan would apply. I would go just here to check him because it's an avoidable check, and then I would retreat my knight here, and he cannot attack with the pawn, and it's protected with the knight and the queen here. So yeah, these pawns here, this pawn is a little bit too advanced for my taste. I was even considering this wild possibility. To bring my, this is a long plan, to bring my queen up. And put it here. He would probably attack, I would attack, he would attack. Getting these knights with my, if I bring the queen here and if he attacks, I would get his knight and say, okay, do you want to double your pawns or I get your queen? And that would cause a lot of disturbance here and making maybe double up his pawns, and then trade queens. But he would have double pawns here, and my structure is kind of solid. The other plan I had when he was going to give check here was just to propose a queen trade, or just bring it here. And this is quite thematic, because on this position, if he had brought, when I bring my knight here, if he bring, remember we were not castle, he brings his queen here with a check, I would just block it here, and his queen was trapped because it would be attacked by this pawn. He could even take with a knight, and this, as long as the queen, I get the queen rid of this diagonal, I always have the sacrifice of the rook. And even if somehow the queen gets gets here, and this is wishful thinking, if I get here and the queen somehow gets here, it's forked. So this square is very important. So yeah, I don't know whether I had okay, but the knight, look, you're talking about highly educated is discussing this line. So if you come here, okay, I check, all right, the king needs to move. Is that right? Let's say the king goes here, just for my knight can always, okay, but if, okay, if king attacks, all right, king comes here, right? So I have this one, and it's protected by the this, and if his knight comes here and attack my knight, I'm not even too scared about it because I can just take it. No, yeah, yeah, because I can just take it. Okay, and after he needs to take, I got here, he's got there, and it's kind of messy. Yeah, 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 yeah. You were thinking about that pawn, but yeah, my knight got an escape route there because that pawn would be eliminated. I would probably need to risk here pawn going up and trying to control the center and get the king naked. Yeah, f5 might have been a bit stronger, but I'm trying. Um, if he brings f5 with the bishop, so I castle. If he brings f5 with the bishop, it's worse. If he attacks with the bishop, it's even worse because I check him and then I get the bishop. Trent Tapstead. Knight after challenge king. Well, that could be many options. I don't think it was a brilliant game after all. I don't think. I think here, well, um, maybe I should have not allowed so much shenanigans on the center. Um, Maybe what I should have done, but I was trying to save this knight, remember? So right now I'm all thinking about the possibility he should have, well, he did take there, because if he didn't take there, there was a fork here. But these I think it was pretty well saved. Where does the knight goes if threatened? Okay, so the position after I castle is this. All right, my I'll get this pawn with a check, and I'll get my knight here. My knight is protected by the bishop, and there is no attacker but his bishop, or even his knight. So let's go again into the repetition. Um, hey, Coffee Kitchen, you're finishing up your game. So did you win? Welcome, Trent. Okay, this knight is here, so it's his move. So I think the only way to attack this knight right now, okay, the only way to attack this knight right now would be king to move. New rating high for Coffee Kitchen. That's good. So, what's your rating right now? Yeah, really nice. So, your suggestion is King 1410. Yes, yes. That was a nice new year for you, man. Yeah, good. Okay, here the only way I can protect my knight would be to would be to advance this pawn, but it takes. I take it with a queen. How are you going to attack this knight now? You can say, yeah, he moves here, and I go, be my guest, check. And AM Hamula too. He just got 14-16. Hey guys, I need. You know what? I should be here begging for you guys to be my coaches. That's what I should be. Congrats, man. Congrats. Congrats. So this check would be kind of a little bit crazy, right? What is going to do after that? Only move here, and his rook is gonna fall. Is gonna fall because if he moves here, where the heck is gonna go? Only move here, and look at his. Bishop walking. He's walking all over the place, huh? Check. Where can he go? Here. Then again, that knight there is a monster. If I don't have any more checks, per se, his rook is falling, his bishop is falling, we threatening checkmate immediately. Am I right the way I'm seeing it? You mean h5? Yeah, h5 still gives him an escape route because my bishop here needed to move back to go up with this pawn. But I think this position is completely winning. So in the end here, this position was kind of difficult, and my horse there, even though it's unprotected, uh, my knight there, even though it's unprotected, is causing a lot of damage. Because there was okay, on this move, bear with me. On this move, I was thinking that maybe he goes here. I go here. He goes here. I take. And let's say he does some kind of weird move. Okay? Just for, let's say he goes and go like, okay, let's break his center. Okay? Look at this. Bishop takes. He takes. Check. Rook is mine. Look at his pawn structure. Even if he doesn't destroy his pawn structure like that, let's say that he takes here, I'm doing nothing. I'm doing nothing. Okay? I just take here, and again, same applies. Bang, bang. He moves the king, whatever, it doesn't matter. Take. What he takes with a check. I take. What else? Well, his pawn structure is better. This pawn structure is better. But what is he going to do now? He needs to move the king away. Probably only move to bring the king here. Because if he had on the previous move, if he had moved the king here, for example, okay, still same applies, but then well, okay, he can come here, but then I'll check him again. Okay, and he can come here, and I gladly trade rooks, trade bishops, and I don't know, he could have come here. I could even afford to take with the king and give him an isolated pawn in the middle. He would bring here his knight. I would most probably come here. It was endless. Well, it's always endless options. All right, guys. Time for a new game. Let me just turn on my aircon. In some, I thought that in the game I was not at that time I was not having a big advantage. I was not ahead. I don't feel I was ahead, but I feel there was a bunch of options. But hey, also we reached a new higher rating, 963. That's a new higher. So our high right now was at 153. Let's see if we can keep above 150 after today's games. And let's go to a new one. Okay, and we got black with a 922 player from Indonesia. Okay. So here we go, King's Indian. That's a King's Indian versus a London, huh? He's trying to move the knight here and give us the Jobava London structure. But I think after this move it doesn't work anymore. So it's good to play. It's good to know how to play both sides of the equation. Okay. Let's calmly castle. I don't know what that achieves. I really don't know what that achieves. Okay. Let's bring the knight out. Let's bring our bishop out. Let's bring our rook. Let's bring our rook here. Okay, he's threatening our bishop there. I think it's the first time that I'm facing a London. It's the first time I'm facing a London. Let's just move here. I think it's the first time I'm facing a London with legs. Okay, his knight moves back. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let me move my queen up. Okay. Very well. forcing the trades. Still forcing the trades. Maybe this is a mistake. Oh, oh. I think this protects everything. He's got a bit of an advantage. He's got a bit of an advantage because he's got a bishop and he has one more pawn. So this is a puzzle-like thing. I need to take his queen. I need to take his queen. Yeah, I think that's the better option. Exchange queens. Now, do I want to exchange rooks? Or I want do I want to exchange bishops, which is forced? Yes, I think it would be a better idea to exchange bishop. It's forced. Exchanging of the bishops is forced. Okay. Check. Check. Here. I need to move my king out of there. Yeah, my king needs to move out of there. Okay. How can I do this? How can I do this? Check he's got there. Check he takes here. Yeah, I think we can start by doing this. Okay. And he resigns. Whoa, he resigns. I was not even. Yeah, I was not even sure. I was not even sure, to be honest. Hi. Okay, let's read the chat. So let's read here the chats. Seems like you played that. Seems like you played that game pretty well, except for losing the knight. Um, okay, but I think the new ones is seeing that you played the London. Do you know any ways to punish it with King's Indian? Yeah, I had some lines. I had some lines, but I completely forgot them. Age things. And London players hate to see C5. Yeah. Yeah. And A6 is like crazy also. Whoa, GM Paulo, no way, no way, no way. Yeah, with okay, with this position here, um, he resigned. Okay, I have one pawn advantage. That's for sure. My king is pretty safe. Um, but I was not sure about the end game. So it's four pawns against three. Um, for sure, he was going to move here, and yeah, I would try my best to exchange the rook, or try to come up, and actually I needed to walk my king up maybe, um, but it would be kind of crazy, because my if my king leaves here, it's going to be a problem. So yeah, it was not going to be an easy end game in my perspective, because if he advances the pawn here, I take with check. He needs to take. This pawn's gonna fall. Yeah, it's kind of a weird. I don't. Well, I'm not that expert in endgame, so it would be a little bit scary. I'm not sure, even though I have an extra pawn and I have a pawn here that's going to promote. I'm not sure that I would be able to win this game. To be honest, he resigned, so we take it and we achieve a new high, 970. Um, but I was really I'm very honest. I'm not sure that I can win this. That I can win this endgame. Actually, if he moves like his pawn, uh, it's going to be complicated. Yeah, it looks like on the best day I would have a draw, the drop. Maybe he would advance his pawn, okay, here, and my best option would be to move the rook there, and if he goes forward here, I take. He's forced to take, and yeah, a lot of shenanigans. Okay, let's look at move 25. So this was the position. Move 25 is this one. Okay, here, here I was thinking, yeah, the position is a draw. I thought it was also. I'm not convinced. Here in this one, I could have, and I thought about this. Okay, check. You would have gone here, and now what? And now what? I'm still vulnerable to this. Okay, I could have come here. That's true. I could have come here, and if I takes, I get a rook, because he needs to take. Because otherwise, here it's checkmate. Would it? Would it? Would he have any other thing going? 97. That's what. Yeah, yeah. That's what I was analyzing. 97, and then he loses a piece. That's true. Yep. I think I think the only possible way here, okay, the only move for him right now, yeah, but it loses a piece always because his only move would be bishop here, then I'd get it I'd get it with the rook and still checkmate applies. Yeah. I kind of look at it, but I didn't look at the sequence. I thought about moving the rook there, honestly. Um, and I see the king hiding there, and I didn't see 97. If I have saw 97, but now when you call me the attention to move 25, I immediately said that I thought about rook um, rook g2, rook e g2, or rook e2 g2, and I immediately, when I did that and the king go away, I immediately saw the 97 with knight f5 for checkmate. Um, but when I was playing the game, I only see this and see the king hiding, and I didn't see that sequence with the knight because that would be really winning. Yeah, this was really winning. Only move here, and then knight here, and the game is over. The game is over. Yep. Well, what would be another alternative? It would be is bishop coming here, but I get the bishop with the rook, so I always gain a piece, no matter what. His bishop needs to defend this square, and there is no way he's able to recover from that. Yep. I wish I could have found it during the game. Yeah, but I didn't see these 97 that I see it then after ongoing analyzing it calmly. But there was two great moves, five best, six excellent. I feel it was a good game. I think it's the first time that I faced the London. Um, that I faced the London and I played the King's Indian. Although I think I was really sloppy in the beginning, because this is always the problem of the King's Indian to me. I think this break should not be done. Um I'm much more comfortable with playing d6, then bringing my knight around and then trying to expand. But here, I think this was a little bit. But I saw it. I had one piece, two piece, three piece. Maybe here the sequence would be just to push. But I still have two attackers there. And yeah, here maybe I should have gone with knight there to attack his bishop. It's kind of the weird game. Here, I think the queen exchange was good. I think here he made a mistake by not taking the bishop. Yeah, I think by not taking the bishop, he made a mistake there because he left my rook on the third rank. So here I was thinking about, I only have two solutions. Well, I was thinking about this, but again, I didn't see the knight coming. Um, I couldn't attack his bishop directly because he would check me here and I would have no defense. So that's why I go like, okay, because I can exchange rooks and his bishop is out of play anyway, and that's how I see it gone. Here I needed to move the king to safety. And then here there would be no way to check him there because he could escape and cause trouble. So here, and he takes the horse, which I think it might have been better for him to keep the horse, to keep his bishop. So trading, it went into his disadvantage. 2-0 so far. Everyone is scared to play a full game against you today. No way, no way, no way. Highly educated, no way. I'm not scaring anyone. I'm not at that level. No way. 970. Hey, so there is a very good hope that we stay above 950, or again 953, which was our record. There is a good chance. But we'll see how it goes. We're gonna play our last game, but before that, let me just thank people that are on chat. Highly educated, usual good friend AM Hamulatu. First time seeing here, welcome. Of course, Trent Hapstred, also our good friend and usual, our good friend Coffee Kitchen. So very nice to see you guys coming back. And I must confess that sometimes I go like, what the hell draws these guys to my streams? What the hell? I'm not that good of a player, and I don't. To be honest, I doubt that these is entertaining. But yeah, you guys are so nice being here, man. I'm super thankful for that. Really, you guys give me really good vibes on this road that I'm taking, and it's been a good support, and I'm very honored. Okay, before I play the last game, let me just have a sip of water, and I'll be back in a minute. Okie dokie, I'm back. All right, so let's go for the last rated game of the day and of the week, and also our first series of the year. And let's go for it. Let's go. I'm excited about this. Okay, we're playing blacks. And we gonna have another King's Indian, and I believe it's another London. Oh yes, it is another London. Okay, so it is another London. I had a line here. had a line here. Against London. I'm trying to remember how the King's Indian goes against London. Well, let's go again on a little different sequence. So the Jobava doesn't work anymore for him. And this got him thinking. Uh, okay. I'm going to follow a different strategy here. Castle, and everything seems okay. Okay, e-castles. Very good. Do we want to do that? We can escape there. Okay, let's just develop now. Normally. isn't protecting his bishop, and I'm okay with that. Or I will lose a piece, but it will be for two pawns, and his king will be completely naked. That's the way I'm thinking. I don't know what he's trying to achieve, but I think it's time to break in London fashion. I think our opponent is a bit thrown off. He's 892 from the US, Magmar. I think this was kind of a mistake. Yep, I think it was kind of a mistake. That was expected. And here I think I have a pretty cool strategy. Do I have a pretty cool strategy? And let's not invent. I'm expecting him to attack my knight. In good fashion, shall I say? But the other knight is coming. Let's go up. That's pretty thematic. Let's go there. Okay, it was kind of a good attempt, but I protect everything. His queen is going to move there for sure. To pin my knight. I need to move my knight to protection in order to start advancing here. Yep. But even kind of better, I feel, is to bring my knight back. Oh really? Oh really? Oh really? That's a little bit. That's a little bit funny. He's going to check. He's going to move here and check. That was a mistake. Yeah. But my king can move. I'm failing to convert the position. I'm failing to convert the position somehow. Uh, Okay, so now I really need to convert this, otherwise there will be big trouble. I really need to convert this, otherwise there will be huge trouble. So let's go and convert these positions. I think I should have taken action much earlier. The game is taking way too long, but I still have 8 minutes 37. But I felt that here I screwed up. I should have started advancing these pawns much earlier. Can't do that, can't do that, can't do that. Maybe can do this. Okay. Okay. All right. It is so very interesting. So very interesting. Okay, I have another idea. Okay, I see what you want. I see what you want. I see what you want, but I see what you want. You want to bring the rook here and make another queen. Here. Bring the rook down. Bring the rook down. Bring the rook down. I think I see checkmate. I think I see a checkmate. He brings the rook down. He brings the rook down. Okay. Now, I am I in time? I'm not in time. Damn it. Check. I'm not in time, damn it. You won on time. Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. No problem. No problem. You won on time. I feel I was too slow on the left side of the board to attack him, even though I had here, but I was too slow. I was really too slow, and he could convert it. But I think he did play a good game. He did play a good game. I was too slow. The game is all my fault. Uh, all these shenanigans here, and actually I should have played more aggressively. It was a close game. Yeah, yeah. Here I took way too long time. I should have moved my. I should have never allowed this pawn to go, or these shenanigans to go here. I took way too long time, and I should have eliminated that bishop long, 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 long time, and start moving instead of doing these pawns here. These pawns should have start racing all over the place. Going this one first in order to come here and shut down his bishop. Yeah, yeah. So I was, yeah, it was completely my fault because I think I had up to here. Up to here, I think I have a big advantage on this position. Even though he had all the pawns and he was a pawn up, but I was a piece up, and I just needed to move these pawns out of here and start attacking his pieces. Even this move doesn't work, it's stupid. I could have immediately attacked his bishop, and his bishop is trapped. Well, he could have an escape route here. Um, but basically I should have started attacking his pieces and move my queen to save my king to safety would kind of be a priority on the first hand. So here these pawns here was start playing on the queen side is a mistake on this kind of structure. So it's all myself to blame. And in here, even in here, it is a bit stupid. It is a bit stupid what I did here. Um, so yeah, should maybe tried something else. Definitely trying something else here would be an option. Oh well, it was a lost game. It's okay. It's okay. Um, Nothing, no complaints whatsoever because again, uh, we win 2 games, we lost 2 games. Actually, if you guys don't mind, since I have the opportunity to analyze the game. Um, let's just request an analysis on this game because I felt that I was in a better position before that. That was my rough analysis. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, book, 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 book. Okay, good. Okay, this is questionable. What does he want me to do? Oh, he wants me to exchange bishop for bishop. Okay, this was questionable. Yeah, yeah, I did felt so afterwards. Best move. He lost. Yeah, he wanted to bring my queen back. Okay, here. Should I take? Yeah, I should have taken. This is an okay move, although he wants me to take. But if I if I take if I take, uh, yeah, what would be the sequence if I take? I don't know. Okay, okay. He wants me to. This is the first mistake. Best. Okay. Best. 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 Yeah. What did I say? What did I say? Yeah, instead of moving the B pawn, I should have moved the G pawn. And these, because look, I was in an advantage here, and he gained here a bit. His best move, he takes best move. But I did another blunder. Best move, still good. Best. I should have taken and opened his rook up. don't know about that. That was, yeah, because that one allowed him to take that pawn. That was a great move by him, and this is where he gained a lot. Wow. You know, even here, if I bring the pawn up, he could have bring here, and I could have sacrificed, and great move, best, questionable. Why? Oh, should have attacked his queen, and yeah, didn't see that. It was a fork. I didn't see that. Yeah, it was a fork on the queen and the bishop, and also getting rid of that knight. Yeah, I didn't see that. Again, here there was an opportunity of the fork, and I didn't see it. Although he doesn't suggest that move. He says that queen there would be better. But here the fork still exists. Good move. Okay. Best. Oh, he even says that move was okay. His best. He wants bishop there. He takes great. Best. Yeah, here is screwed. But how would it go? How would it go? It would. I was thinking about this. It keeps on pressuring or not? No. Probably takes my rook. Yeah, the game here is over. 2 queens and a rook, forget it. Yeah, the game is more than over. So basically, yeah, I think here is where I lost big time. Big time. This is where I lost big time. Yeah, okay, but no pain, no gain, and it was a second London system. I think we fought pretty well, but we were too slow. These pieces needed to start moving. But it's absolutely fine. So we reached a brand new record, 960 from 953. So we win 7 points. And we start in a good tone on the 960. Don't you guys think so? Everybody's kind of quiet. You must be disappointed that I lost that game. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, Coffee Kitchen, let's go. So now it's time for viewers' time. Send me the invites and let's go for it. I always like to play a game with my friends. Unrated games for the new ones in here. Just send me an invite for unrated and I'll be honored to do it. Okay. I suppose that's you. You change your name, Sanctum's Judgment. All right. Okay. So I got white pieces, huh? Ah, you want me on white pieces? Oh, come on. Okay. Is it the King's Indian? Is it the King's Indian? Is it the King's Indian? It is the King's Indian. How does this go? I think it goes like this. Well, I got my very good friend thinking. Uh, oh, that's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. Ah, dang, I got distracted. Yeah, I got a bit distracted there. Shoot. No, that's not what I wanted. Dang, again. Oh, yeah, take my rook. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm not concentrating on the game. Honestly, it's just messy. Ugh. You resign? How come you resigned? Why you resigned? I didn't get that. Yeah, it isn't. I was completely no, I was completely off. Man, I was completely off. I'm so sorry. I was completely off the game. Completely off the game. I was completely off the game. I'm so sorry. Uh, yeah, I'm a little bit tired. I'm a little bit tired. I can't hide it. But I was not off the game. My all of a sudden it was very strange because all of a sudden my head was somewhere else. I won three in a row. Yeah, I was very focused. I was very focused, but I didn't win three in a row. I lost the last one. Um, no man, no man. I'm so sorry. Yeah, maybe I'm a little bit tired of the last game. Um, yeah, but again, man, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You deserve better than that. If you want to go one more, okay, I'll try to concentrate really good this time. I found that I got lost somehow, or or if not, maybe I call it the day. Anyway, it was as far as I'm concerned a good day. Hey, I'm happy with my rating 960. We went up even though we lost the game. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, Coffee Kitchen. Thank you so much for understanding. Yeah, I'm kind of tired. Yeah, but I'm happy with the results today. Two wins, one loss. And this loss that I have is totally my fault. Totally my fault. The power that destroys you. Yeah, I know. You want to face me 100%. Yeah. Actually, I'm not going to lie. I was expecting to start with black, and that's what maybe threw me off a little bit. The I was expecting you to go on that same line, and I didn't find yet a complete solution to that line, but I will. But I will when you beat me when I'm playing blacks, and that's what it hurts. Okay, guys, so we open the year with a new record, 960. Uh, just as a balance, and we started this because today marks 30 days. 30 days, 1 month, we got 95 points up in 1 month. So this gives us a lot of encouragement. Um, it seems that we win more with white than blacks, which is weird. I feel much more comfortable with black than white, but well, it is what it is. So it's been really good. It's been really good. Again, guys, thank you so much for all the support. Coffee Kitchen, Educated, highly educated, shall I say? Not educated only, is highly educated. Trans Abstract. We had a new viewer here, AM Hamulatu, um, that we hope to see later in one of these days play. Where is Ali? I haven't seen Ali. Ali hasn't been shown up. Maybe he's still recovering from New Year. But you guys, thank you so much for your help. I hope you guys have a super good weekend. Enjoy yourselves and be responsible because New Year stuff is keeps on going. And as usual, I will see you guys back on Monday. And as usual, before I go, oh, Natural is there! Ha ha ha! You were hiding. You're there. Another good friend of ours. It's such an honor to see you guys back and back here because I don't find this to be that entertainment, that kind of stream that people are really enthusiastic. But you guys are being such a good friends. Oh, thank you so much. Hey, I'm Hamulatu, new subscriber. Thanks for subscribing. Um, that's something that I never do on the channel. If you're here for the first time, you just listen to my message before I go because this is what I ask all the time because it's the most important thing for me as people and with the kind of the nature of the relationship that we kind of build in here. So I'm gonna go, but before I go, I oh, the Coffee Kitchen, thank you so much for that. You're just too generous. Again, before I go, I want to ask every single one of you, and let's welcome Am Hamula to the family here. But the big favor I want to ask from all of you that would make me really happy is that if you be happy, enjoy life, because we only live once. That's the favor I ask from all of you. So, guys, have a great weekend. See you on Monday again. Thank you for being here and all the support. I'm really honored. Bye. Have a great weekend.